Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. Now, the Greens have said that Humza Yousaf's decision to dump them from government was weak and cowardly. It showed weak leadership, it showed the lack of leadership, and it showed how he was basically too scared to stand up to his own party, kind of thing. And they're entitled to their view. But here's the thing. At the end of May, the Greens were due to have their own vote on whether to remain part of that agreement. Now, if, assuming they were still in there and this all hadn't happened today, that they'd have got to the end of May and they had that vote, and the Greens as a party decided to end the Butte House agreement, would Patrick Harvie and Lorna Slater be sitting there castigating their own party for showing cowardice? I think not. Now, also, Patrick Harvie said if the Butte House agreement is pulled, then he would have to resign as leader. So we have to ask, now that he's not there in Parliament anymore, will he be resigning as leader? And I suspect the answer will be, not on your Nelly. He just likes the power and the position. And of course, the frightening thing there was if he did go, you'd have Ross Greer chomping at the bit, and not in a good way. His poor mother would suffer. But I think we can all safely say that the Greens going has got to be an absolutely really good thing. Now that they have finally been kicked out, everyone can freely talk about it. Even within the SNP, they can talk about how much of a failure they've been, because previously they'll have had to have, held their tongues, kept their mouths shut, not stirred the pot. But since 2021, they have consistently made fools of themselves and of the SNP. They've consistently failed. There are so few things that you can point out and say that was a good idea. And yet you look at the Greens and they seem to be manned with the most awful people. Obviously, apart from Jeffrey and the deviant imp, you've got Gross Rhea, you've got Maggot Chapman, you've got all the faceless wonders, but they're the big four, aren't they? And they're the dangerous ones, the weird ones, the ones that want to do the most damage. And so, thankfully, they've gone. But they've done some pretty odd things. Slater, she travelled 350 miles, was it, to go and view a tree being planted? Because presumably in Canada, they don't have trees. I'm thinking of Deirdre Brock. She's the Australian. She's another one. To be fair, though, I actually quite like Deirdre Brock as a person. I don't think she's a bad person. And she's a good game old bird, as I say. She keeps standing up there on a Thursday. She'll be there today, taking abuse from Penny, and smiling at the end of it, I'm sure. Although the green may not be as wide as it has been in the past. But we shall wait and see. But no, you've got Jeffrey travels 350 miles round trip just to plant a tree. She takes a train to Aberdeen from Edinburgh, so she can be seen arriving at Aberdeen station by train and being a good little green. Meanwhile, a staff car, a big limousine, had to be driven from Edinburgh all the way up to Aberdeen, so that when she got to Aberdeen, she had a ministerial car to take her around. And then she gets back on the train and goes back down to Aberdeen on the train, leaving the driver to drive the 300 odd miles or whatever it is, back home alone. What's the saving? What's the point of this? She, of course, also, rather than taking the agreed ferry across onto Rum, hires thousands of pounds worth of private yacht. She's not good, is it? Why? Why, Lorna? You talk about this, must be saving the environment, then you do exactly the sort of things that is most damaging to the environment. You would have been, funnily enough, better off just taking the ministerial car to Aberdeen than the train as well. It's not hard, isn't it? Then I say you've got the Maggot Chapman, her view, and she keeps wanting to sexualise children, push this agreement, push this ideology. She wants children to be branded from birth, what they are almost. She's not allowed. You're not allowed to have a compassionate view. You're not allowed to say no. Men are men, women are women, children are left alone. She wants these all sexualised. She wants 8-year-olds to have the power to decide at 8 years of age whether they should go down the route of taking puberty blockers. 8-year-olds. This is a woman who needs to be kept well away from children. And then she sides with the Palestinians on the day of the massacre, and talking about, it's basically saying that the Israelis deserved what happens. They were burning babies and she sided with them. You know, an absolute disgusting example of basically a subhuman, barely human being. I won't do it. And then you've got the imp, another one of do as I say, not as I do. He's trying to push cycling everywhere. He never wears a cycling helmet, though. Tells everyone else they have to, but he won't wear one. Presumably it interferes with his bald head or something. Might encourage growth. He doesn't like that. Why would he do this? Why would he try and push cycling everywhere and refuse to wear a helmet? Does he want children to be brain damaged? I suppose they do, really, because they like simple children, don't they? Simple children, don't tell tales. And then you've got the big one, haven't you? You've got the DRS. Millions upon millions are going to be spent on this before it's finished. You've currently got Bibi. Is it Bibi? Not Bibi. Yeah, Bibi. He says. It's not Bibi, is it? It's the other one. Anyway, whoever it is. And they're suing them. I can't remember who it is now. I'm sure it's Bibi. Anyway, they're suing the government for like 100 million or something. Is it £1 billion? This will cost so much money by the end, but Lorna Slater won't care. Lorna Slater's down the road with her pension. Something that could have worked, but she didn't like it because somebody told her what to do about one small part of it. So she said, no, I'm not having this. And it was Biffa. Biffa, not Bibi. Just come to me. It was Biffa. They're the ones doing it. Anyway, but she could have let it run without the glass. Everyone's saying, no, the glass is already, it's 99% recycled anyway. Oh, yes, but if we don't do it, there'll be tons of glass smashed everywhere on the streets. There isn't now. Why would it suddenly start? Stupid woman. And that's what you've got. You've got these morons, these idiots, these perverts, these degenerates, all pushing strange agendas, none of them thought through, all of them bonkers. And Humza Yousaf said they were worth their weight in gold. They were not. They were absolutely not worth their weight in gold. And now he's got rid of them, thanks to the pressure of others in his party, let's make no bones about it. He's coming on there and he stands and tells his tall tales about how it was his decision, how it's strong leadership, how it's this, how it's that. And we all know, complete and utter pile, huge, steaming pile of sheer horse shit. And that's all he's got. An absolute rake of it. He's full of it and he knows it. We know it. Stop lying, Humza. Just tell the truth. The party came to you and said it was unworkable and you said, okay, because you haven't got the balls to fight for it. Anyway, I'll stop there. Thank you very much for watching. Do please hit the subscribe button. It really, really helps the channel. And we're getting very close to another little 100 tick over, which are always nice to see. So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. Definitely leave a like. That massively helps the videos. Till next time, stay safe, stay well. And if you are looking forward to a raucous couple of weeks of infighting, intrigue, internecine backstabbing, then stay tuned because the SNP are just warming up. I think the battle is about to start. Till next time, stay safe and I will speak to you later. Bye.